Alright friends, welcome to episode 57. We are once again here in Stark Mountain with our new friend, or at least accomplice, Buck. And I don't remember which of these trainers we faced last time, which ones we didn't, so I figured I would just start the recording here. And we have an Onyx, okay? A little bit unexpected, you could say. Ha ha ha. I do have Houndoom out, which in retrospect might not have been the best choice. Because a lot of these Pokemon are going to be like rock types and all, so Pokemon with Earthquake might be the way to go. Have we faced these two? We have. Right, they had a bunch of birds. And we couldn't get that item because we can't go down the hill. Alright, well I do apologize for all these wild Pokemon. I do have a Repel going, but we'll see. I might, if I get too annoyed by these guys, I might switch to a higher level Pokemon, maybe Luxray, but for now let's try to get Houndoom some more experience. He could really use it. Definitely our slowest leveler. Came from that way. What about up this way? Easier said than done. Alright, we'll go south and work our way up. Alright, you know what? I'm already annoyed. So we're going to switch to at least a higher level Pokemon than Houndoom. And we'll just use Houndoom some other time. Or worst case, I can train him up off screen. Alright, so they are at 58. Okay, so I want to do somebody that's at least 58. Preferably higher if we have anybody at 59 yet, besides. Let's use Luxray. 59 is just about right to avoid a decent number of these wild Pokemon, and yeah. Alright, probably an item. Is there an item here? No, but there probably is down here. Let's see. Or is this just a trick? Ah, it's a red herring, okay. I'm on to you, Game Freak, I'm on to you. Let's try going around this way. Hopefully this is a really good item. It probably is. Most items at this area are pretty rare and unique. And, alright, I'm going to switch out now that we're here though. Well, you know what, we don't use Luxray very much. Let's do it. What it means to win battles, that is what I seek. Teach me if you will. You've come all this way for Pokemon, you must be dedicated. I try to be. I might not read the rest of their text just to save some time here. Keenan and Cassandra. Primeape and Stantler, okay? Again, two fully evolved Pokemon, but nothing too worrisome. And we do have Rivalry as our ability. Oh, Intimidate, that's unfortunate. So if any of them are female, we should probably attack that one for the rivalry boost, and that would be Stantler. So Thunderbolt against Stantler it is. Cool. Not quite a knockout, although the Intimidate was not a factor in that because Thunderbolt is a special move. Double Edge, okay, well, the good news is the recoil damage will knock out Stantler, so worked out pretty well. And hey, 57 per Houndoom, so got some XP nonetheless. And extra sensory will be super effective. Also, I did look it up, and you actually can't face the stat trainers in this game like you could in Platinum, which is really unfortunate, because in Platinum they had some really interesting, really cool teams. It seems like one of those things that would have been easy to throw in here, like I don't know, a couple hours of programming to do. But they didn't, so there's just no way to face them in this game. Well, I won't say that. You can face them in the Battle Tower in certain double modes, but I probably won't get too into that. We've done plenty of Battle Towers and other... let's use Thunderbolt against Torkoal, which is a fire type. Done plenty of Battle Towers and Battle Frontier stuff in both Heart Gold and Alpha Sapphire. I think I did in Alpha Sapphire. I'm pretty sure I did. So I'm not going to worry about it in this Let's Play as well. I will do at least one episode of Battle Tower just to kind of show you guys what it's like. Defeat the Tower Tycoon. I feel like that's almost part of the storyline. I'm going to be... Let's use Volt Switch. Yeah. Oh, wrong slot, but I think it should automatically redirect. Yeah, cool. Just because our electric attacks are not very effective, and our other attacks are physical, so Intimidate would have reduced them, so... Let's bring in Lucario to finish off Carnivine. If Claydol can't do the trick himself. Not quite. fact, while we go through these animations, I could probably check. I do have my list up here. Okay, so let's see. Let's use grass type. Actually, let's use Meteor Mash. Always fun to use. Yes, that's right. Oh yeah, there was the Battle Maison, of course. So it wasn't a Battle Frontier in the last one, but the Battle Maison, which is basically the same thing, which is actually very challenging. So if you want to see the Battle Maison, check out my Alpha Sapphire Let's Play. If you want to see the Battle Frontier, check out Heart Gold. And if you just want to see a little bit of the Battle Tower, just to get a taste of what it's like, then stay tuned. Because we'll be doing that maybe a few episodes from now, probably after our Gym Leader Challenge. Alright, hopefully this item was worth all that. Rare candy, I guess so. Saved us a little bit of training time. There might be a hidden item in one of those rocks, but I'm not too worried about that. I will say it is very nice not encountering wild Pokemon every couple steps. Makes this area a lot less aggravating. Dead end, is there anything here though? Ooh, a flame plate, okay. Pretty cool item, don't really need it, but nice to have just in case. And alright. I see some cool trainers and an item. I don't think that's the end of the cave. Might have to come back here and do this without Buck, that way I can get some of these other items. I think I need a drink of water again. Been doing a lot of talking today, both on and off camera, so my voice is getting a little bit shaky, but hopefully holds out till the end of the episode. Instead of reading that, I will take a drink. Alright, 2 Pokemon and 1 Pokemon. Larvitar and Drapion. Drapion's pretty cool. Larvitar, I mean, cool, but not very formidable at this point in the game. Alright, let's go ahead and use a Thunderbolt against Drapion. Should do quite a bit of damage. Oh, I didn't look to see what their genders were. Okay, females, that's good. It does extra damage. It's pretty surprising it didn't knock it out, honestly, but I guess Drapion is pretty strong and a high level, and Luxray is a really cool design of a Pokemon, but again, not the highest stats, and I think it's more of a physical attacker. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is, than a special attacker. Once we eventually get Wild Charge, that'll do some more damage. Poor Cladle's taking quite a beating there. Wonder if Buck has any other Pokemon. I don't think he does. I think I actually saw his quote-unquote team. Oh, right, Larvitar is... Larvitar is Rock and Ground. For some reason I was thinking it was Rock and Dark, like Tyranitar, but if I would just stop to think about it, I knew that. My subconscious just didn't stop to think. Alright, anyway, Cladle picked up our slack, and Larvitar is defeated, and Magcargo is not ground type, so Thunderbolt it is. We do have Rivalry as our ability, right? I want to double check that, but I think we do. Alright, down goes Magcargo. We're still happy even when we lose. It's good. It's good to be happy. It's hard to be happy when you lose, I will grant you that. When I'm playing like video games, like even when we defeated or lost to Crasher Wake last episode, like, you know, kudos to him, it was a good team and we were under-leveled, but still, it's hard to be happy when you lose. Like, I was not happy to lose that. I would have rather... I like having tough battles, but I like having tough battles that we still ultimately pull through and win. Those are the best. And we've had a few of those recently, which is nice, but sometimes the trade-off there is that we've defeated these guys. Are we going in circles? Is that sometimes you get tough battles, you don't win. Alright, we haven't grabbed his item, so that's something at least. Calcium, don't really need that. I mean, I could break that rock, but I can't use Rock Climb while Buck is here, so I think the only way we haven't really gone yet is up here, right? We went south. I think we went a little bit north last time. Oh yeah, there's plenty more up here, okay. Looks like these two are up next. And we can't really go any further because, again, we're using Rock Climb there, but at least we'll face these two for some experience. And I suppose I could come back later with and use two of my own Pokemon, since Buck wouldn't be with us, but while we're here, let's take care of these trainers. Alright, Dunsparce and Valdred are both normal type. You know what, I'm gonna actually... let's use Thunderbolt. We'll have some fun with Luxray. And I might Volt Switch out after the next one. Ooh, not quite a knockout. Kinda thought it would be. Is Luxray just like not as strong as I thought she was? Because I'm really been sort of surprised that Thunderbolt is not doing more. Unfortunately, the recoil was not enough to finish off Dunsparce. Rivalry. Yeah, Pokemon, okay. So yeah, you'd think it would do even more damage from Rivalry, but... Alright, let's go ahead and Volt Switch. And that will definitely knock out Dunsparce here. Dunsparce kind of feels like a ground type, but it is not. It is a normal type. And then we can bring in one of our other Pokemon. Let's bring in... We'll bring in Houndoom. Gotta get that XP. I was originally planning to get all our team to level 60 before we faced Barry again. Since his are... I wrote it down here somewhere. His are... 58 to 64. So I figured that would be about right. But because we have Miss Magus at such a super high level, I think I'll just go in with whatever level our Pokemon are when we get there. Alright, Rampardos and Marowak. Interesting team here. Not great for Houndoom. Let's use Flamethrower. I mean, they're both a big threat. Let's use Flamethrower against Marowak here. Might get the burn. Nope, not quite. Ooh, good. We doubled up the, which means Marowak is fainted. I am a little bit worried about what that Rampardos is going to do if it attacks Houndoom. Takedown, okay, I'm not worried as much anymore. A lot of damage, Rampardos is a very high attack stat, but it is not super effective. And a Scyther, okay. Do I use Flamethrower against Scyther, which is pretty assuredly a knockout, or do I use Dark Pulse to weaken Rampardos? Let's use Flamethrower against Scyther. That way, we can prevent it from doing damage against either Pokemon here. And then, you know, maybe Rampardos will use Takedown, but even so, it'll be 2v1, so I'm not as worried anymore. And at this rate, we'll actually be close to level 60 by the time we get to facing Barry. Assurance, that's a Dark-type attack. And it is directed against Claydol, no surprise there. Alright, so in that case, let's use Dark Pulse. I don't think Rampardos is very good special defense, so Dark Pulse should probably be enough. And down it goes. Very nice. Mamoswine is 59. Cool, cool. And just like that, 2 more trainers defeated. Right, having a lot of fun with these. It's always fun doing double battles, but I am also looking forward to facing Barry. In a way, too, I'm kind of glad that we can't use Rock Climb because that means less exploring. We can just kind of get to the meat of the cave, which is these trainers and eventually a legendary Pokemon. Interesting pair here. A Karate Guy and a Dragon Tamer. I think Black Belt they're still called. Yeah. Alright. Machamp and Vibrava, pretty cool. Both not fully evolved though, so not too worried yet. Now Vibrava is a ground type though, so... and they're both male, that's unfortunate. Let's use Volt Switch, because if we're going to be doing reduced damage all the time, let's get out of here and bring in a Pokemon that can do their full potential. And get some extra damage on the way. Hey, a critical hit. Good job, Luxray. Sorry if I said you were a little weak, but it's just because your ability and your... the fact that your attack stat is higher than your special attack, but you know Thunderbolt. Not the best pairing. Okay, so we are facing against Machamp and Vibrava. Who should we bring in against them? Let's bring in... let's bring in Gyarados. I feel like the Intimidate would be pretty good. I was thinking Mamoswine because Ice type versus the Dragon Tamer would be pretty good, but having that double Intimidate is just too tempting to give up. Extra Sensory, that'll do a lot of damage to Machamp. Not quite enough though, Machamp is pretty tough. And Crunch is super effective, but no same type attack bonus, so... Ooh, that's going to be really annoying. Even though it's resisted and didn't do much damage, we are now confused. So if I was smart, I would probably switch out again, but I'm not, so we'll stay in. Let's use Ice Fang against Vibrava, because I'm pretty sure Claydol will have no trouble finishing off Machamp. Oh no! Hurt by confusion. Always annoying, but part of the game. At least Machamp is down. It's funny, Machamp is a lot tougher than Vibrava, but just the way the cookie crumbles. Actually, at this rate, we might even be higher than level 60. I didn't think there would be quite this many battles in here. And I guess the Dragon Tamer had 2 Pokemon and the Black Belt only 1, so... 2v1, this should not be hard. I'm gonna guess a Flygon as his next one. But who knows? Could be surprised. Dragonite or Kingdra or Altaria. Salamence. Dragonair, okay. So no fully evolved Pokemon for him. I think Ice Fang, yeah. Ice Fang is still the way to go. Good job, Gyarados. Not quite a knockout just because of the low base power and no stab. Cosmic Power? Ah, why would you work on your defenses? We're about to finish off the end of the battle. Look, I could see that as maybe like a very first move, but not as your last move. Alright. Luckily, Dragonair attacked Claydol there, and hopefully we're no longer confused. Yes, good job, Gyarados. Probably should have used Waterfall, because Ice Fang actually does have a 5% chance of missing, but luckily it did not there. Level 70. Oh, he has 3 Pokemon, okay. Probably good that we focused on Machamp then. I guess we'll use Earthquake. And because it's only used on one, well, I don't know, it's split between Claydol and Citrus, I'm not sure how that works. It probably does less damage actually, because it's still in theory being split. So it's funny, this guy, if he had just evolved his Pokemon, would actually have a really good team. Flygon, Dragonite, and Kingdra. That would be a little bit scary. I think we'd still win, but it would definitely have been a tougher fight. But when you don't evolve them, they're just not quite as strong. And I think I saw another expert, or an expert over there, so there's probably at least one more match left to go. And it's probably around this way. One more besides Barry, of course. Hopefully there are no prerequisites to facing Barry that I don't know about, because I really want to do it right now and get some sleep. I could try tomorrow, but I don't remember if I set the clock forward or back 12 hours. And yeah, I don't want to miss the opportunity to face him. If I sleep past noon. Oh no! Don't go, Buck. No. Oh, probably should have read that. Sorry about that. Well, how do we get? Okay, so we'll probably have to just do it with our own Pokemon then. So in that case, let's bring out Luxray Lucario. That's fine. I went this way, right? That was, yeah. So somehow we have to get to that veteran and his partner. Maybe it's all the way around here. Check that way. Or maybe... could it be by using Rock Climb? Not going to explore all these areas on camera, because Oh, good, a shortcut. That's nice. I don't think that's the best use of our time. But, I do want to at least face these trainers. Because I can see that being a pretty fun fight. Okay, so they're just around here. So there's one part of the cave we haven't, well, two parts we haven't been to yet. And this is one of them. Alright, I guess you can face them one at a time. I wonder what happens if you try a oh! Okay, good. Dragon Tamer, ooh, this could be fun. I wouldn't be too surprised if they gave him like a Dragonite, because if he's partnered with a veteran, this might be like the boss fight in a sense. Oh, Baggin. Well, maybe he has like Baggin and then Shelgon and Salamence. Yeah, for a Dragon Tamer and a veteran, so far I'm not impressed. Actually, he only has 2 Pokemon, so it's probably like Baggin and Shelgon. But, alright. They're both male again, so once again we're going to Volt Switch out of here and switch into... Oh, right, okay, Lucario. Let's use Meteor Mash, go for that attack increase. Very cool. Always love that ability. Or move, I should say. And there's the Volt Switch. And let's see, who to bring in now? Let's bring in Mamoswine this time. Because there is still one more dragon to face, and I don't think it's that important getting an Intimidate on this Loudred. Yeah, Uproar is actually a special attack, so wouldn't have mattered anyway. And Shelgon, hey, I guess that. Go me. Again, high enough level to be a Salamence, but not evolved. Alright, and then Lucario can use Aura Sphere. Well, actually, well, that's fine. Probably should use Meteor Mash anyway, although Meteor Mash could miss, can't it? It's like 90 base power, 90 accuracy, so yeah, Aura Sphere is probably the right choice. And then maybe a Slacking? Or he has 2 or 3? He might have 3. But 2v1, we should be able to make quick work of them. Only 2 times, unfortunately. So I guess it won't be a 2v1. I did not expect him to survive the Icicle Spear, but got a little bit lucky there. And Shelgon has pretty decent defenses, as you would imagine, based on its appearance. Alright, so nevertheless, let's use... I don't want to use Earthquake, so we'll use Icicle Spear, and Aura Sphere, being Fighting type, will be super effective against the normal type Tauros. Down he goes. Alright, so when we're done here, I do want to head onward to face the legendary Pokemon. Which I guess I might as well tell you guys what it is, you probably know anyway, but we're going to find out in a second. So, it's Heatran, a Fire and Steel type. It's actually a really powerful Pokemon. I used him in competitive battling as well. Again, you can find those on the channel. And Donphin, so nothing too new here. But I'm not actually going to capture or fight Heatran quite yet, even though it's sort of the final, not final boss, but final challenge of this cave and this storyline. I thought I remember there being like some Team Galactic stuff here. Maybe that's only in Platinum, but, or maybe I'm just misremembering. It's been like 10 years plus. Yeah, probably about 10 years. But yeah, the reason I don't want to actually encounter Heatran yet is because I read that the Pokemon League, they have upgraded Pokemon, or they should at this point, I believe, and they should upgrade them again once you've both defeated their second teams and captured Heatran. And the 2 guides I both found both say and, because I wanted to make sure that was the case. Not or, and. But just to be super duper extra sure, I do think I want to wait to encounter Heatran until we've already faced the Pokemon League once. So, and to be totally honest, I might not even face them at all because it's just not a priority for me. Any items up here before we move on? Don't think so. There's one over here. It is a nugget. Right, we'll use that to buy some money to, or to get some money to to buy more repels, probably. We are getting a little low on those. Alright. In the famous words of the Talking Heads, now how did I get here? I think over this way. Maybe? Well, the good news is there's 2 ways forward. At least 2 ways forward. Yeah, I'm not going to go for that item just in the interest of time. Should be able to go up here. Not even really sure why I'm doing this, but just so you guys can see that there's nothing more to the cave, I don't think, than Heatran. Oh, and Buck. Hey, check this out, Sin. This is the Magnus Stone, the treasure of Stark Mountain. Since I found it, that makes me the greatest trainer out of everyone. Thanks, you all helped it happen. Oof. Here he comes. Well, hopefully the battle... Ooh. Hopefully the battle doesn't just start, because I haven't saved in a while. Whoa, wow, haha, that was wicked. The volcano's in shock from that. It might be so shocked it'll erupt. Nah, that can't happen. See ya, Sin. Say hi to that zippity trainer, buddy. Alright, bit of a scripted encounter here. Alright, so... no Heatran. Well, I'm not sure what you actually do to find Heatran then. But let's use an escape rope, maybe we'll encounter them again. If not, I'll look at a guide and see what we need to do. But we already are getting close to the half-hour mark, and I do want to face Barry. And I don't remember where we actually are supposed to face him at. Where was it? Alright, let me just search for that real quick, because it might be in front of like Stark Mountain. I don't want to run away if that's the case. Alright, let's see. All rival battle locations, that sounds promising. Don't really care if I see his team too much. This is not a very good guide. Yeah, okay. Because I already kind of know his team. And of course a little pop-up here that, yes, I know I'm ad blocking. Alright. This guide says... I hate when web pages are very poorly designed. Like you click on a link and then it like scrolls additionally. Yeah, the links aren't even working anymore. Alright. By completing the events of Stark Mountain. So maybe we do have to do Heatran. It's back to the fight area. Alright, while we're here, I don't want to leave and then have that... How? You can... Okay. So I'm reading about the Buck thing. You can talk to him once more in the survival area, and he'll return the Magnus Stone to its original location. Oh, so you have to walk all the way back for Heatran? That's really annoying. I'm just going to say it, that's bad game design. But anyway, let's go ahead and we'll talk to Buck. I'm not going to catch Heatran today, and I don't know when it says Events of Stark Mountain. We might have already done enough to be considered the Events of Stark Mountain, so let's heal up. I'm just wary because I don't save the although I guess worst case we defeat Heatran. I'm not going to like lose sleep over it. But speaking of sleep, I would like to get to sleep tonight, so hopefully we can find both Buck and Barry. Where are you, Buck? Guide says you're around here somewhere. No. I think we're done with the repels for now. I'll have to remember to buy more. Are one of these houses Buck's house? There we go. Gotcha, Gramps. I'll put the Magnus Stone back. That Magnus Stone was keeping the Pokémon of the volcano under control. It's alright though. I can go put it back myself. You say the Magnus Stone was found? Does that mean the legend was true? If so, the Pokémon of the volcano may awaken and cause an eruption. I hope not. That would not be fun. Alright, so we may or may not do Heatran later on. We'll see how I feel or if I need something to do. But I do want to face Barry. Still trying to use Fly from the Pokemon menu. So Hopefully you guys don't mind this being a little bit of a longer episode. And hopefully we don't lose here. If we do, I'll face him again some other time. But all right. Hey, there he is. And who do we want to lead with here? Does he lead with a Staraptor? I can't remember. Well, let's lead with Luxray and see what happens. We can always Volt Switch out, right? And I think all of his Pokemon are male, so if you're going to have Rivalry, it's probably better to have a male Pokemon with Rivalry. Because I feel like in most games, most enemy Pokemon are male for some reason, but Cynthia's obviously are not, so. Alright. Hey, Sin. You're not the only one who's getting tougher, you know. I'll prove it to you here and now. Get ready to battle. And then once you defeat the Pokemon League, I think it's like 20 times, his Pokemon will increase levels by 10. Yes, Staraptor, okay. And it does have Intimidate, so once again, Luxray was a good choice, because even though we normally would be a physical attacker, our Thunderbolt will not be affected by Intimidate. Alright, let's stay and use Thunderbolt, because it'll do more damage than Volt Switch. Rain Dance. Very interesting. I don't think he has a Rain Dance team. I really hope not, but if so, he would have been a very radical switch up. And is that a Focus Sash? I believe so, because I don't think even Barry has Affection. Yep. All right. Well, in that case, let's just use Crunch. Close combat. Okay. It's are we speed? No, use Rain Dance first. Okay, that's fair. Now I could have used Volt Switch there, but then I switch in and he sees what I switch into before his Pokemon faints, and he has to choose his switch Pokemon. So close combat. Oh, was that Lucario? If it was, yes. Okay, so this is a tough one because like Aura Sphere is like Lucario's signature move. It's a very good ability, but base power 80 versus 120. I gotta go with close combat. Even though our attack stat is a little bit lower, it's not enough to make the difference. If Aura Sphere still had 90 base power like it used to, that'd be one thing. But oh, not close. Oh, sorry. I want to get rid of Aura Sphere. I want to choose close combat. And who knows? That may come in useful later on in this battle. Maybe against Snorlax for one thing. All right. Let's use. All right. Let's just use Thunderbolt. Snorlax is a very specially defensive Pokemon, or rather, just has a lot of health and also a pretty good special defense. So I was tempted to attack it with one of my physical moves, but after that, Intimidate just not worth it. All right. Like I just said. Let's bring in Lucario and let's use some close combat. And I imagine with the same type of attack bonus and the Fist Plate and attacking on Snorlax's weaker default stat, this will probably be a one-hit knockout. And it has some chip damage from Thunderbolt, so yeah, definitely. Good job, Lucario. And just like that, we once again have the numbers advantage, 5v4. I wouldn't mind this being a tough battle though, and having used Miss Magius. It'd be cool to give her some screen time. But I feel like even if she doesn't, she almost certainly will against Pokemon League. Or is it a he? I think Miss Magius is a he, I keep forgetting. Miss Magius is a little misleading, but alright, well, this would be a good chance to use one of our coverage moves if we're faster. We are not, oh no. And super effective, down goes Lucario. There also, even though we can't face the stat trainers in this game, there is one more tough battle. A guy whose Pokemon are about the same level as Barry's here that we can face. Not sure which team I'll use, but I'll have to wait and see. Okay, now I don't really want to bring in Houndoom, even though Fire is good against Bug. It does seem like that Heracross is pretty fast, and fighting is good against Dark, so 135. Houndoom is actually faster, so... Alright, what else do we have? Gyarados is a pretty neutral matchup. Mamoswine is weak. Okay, let's bring in Houndoom. And hopefully we're faster and we can use Flamethrower before he uses close combat. And Moment of Truth. Oh, he's faster. Oh no. Alright, we might have to use Miss Magius here. Honestly, that probably would have been the right switch anyway. I was really hoping the flamethrower would have been the first to go. Alright, well... Yeah, I mean, I guess I could bring Gyarados for Intimidate. Because if I brought Mismagius, I'd Power Gem... No, Rock is not good against fighting, right? So it would be evenly effective. Oh, actually, it tells you right there. Okay, there we go. That's new. Well, it's been there the whole game, clearly, but new to this generation, I think. Although I haven't played a Gen 7 game now that I think about it. Alright, let's bring in Gyarados here. I don't think he has an electric type. He might have a Magnus Stone, though. I don't know. But if so, we have Earthquake, although we could have Hot Air Balloon. I could do this all day, but... Let's get that Intimidate. And I don't want to burn it because it probably has, or it might have at least, the Guts ability. Swords Dance, okay. So now it's at +1 attack, because it was at -1 from Intimidate, and then +2 from Swords Dance. But 2 close combats, its defense is going to be very low, so yeah. Even without a crit, that would have been a one-hit knockout. That is the downside to using close combat, as we well know. Alright, so is it 3v3 now? I think it might be. We'll see in a second. It is 3v3, alright. Things are getting interesting, and let's use Ice Fang, that's why we have it for coverage. Thankfully we are part flying type, so we are not weak to Roseraide's grass attacks. We take even damage from both of its stab attacks. Looks like Leftovers, not really, or Black Sledge, okay. Still not the best item for Roserade. I would probably give it like either a Miracle Seed or a Life Orb or something. And it looks like we can probably, unless it gets lucky, survive another Sludge Bomb. Yes, good job, Gyarados. You're in a pinch, but you are about to win this matchup. It seems like Gyarados always wants to cry, which is kind of funny because it's like this tough Pokemon, but goes to show that even tough Pokemon can have sensitive feelings too. And Rapidash. So he's saving his best for last, just no matter what. And Rapidash is probably actually pretty fast, so let's see what happens here. Yep. Unfortunately, we do not have enough HP to survive. Oh, we did! Or did we survive because of, yeah, toughed it out. Okay. Gyarados really putting in the extra mile here. And unless this Rapidash does the same for Barry, then it will be knocked out. Yep, there we go. Alright. See, Barry, your Pokemon don't like you. Proof right there. And there's Empoleon, his starter. And his highest level. Alright, Earthquake was the way to go, and Empoleon is not that fast. But fast enough, apparently. I was actually thinking it might have Aqua Jet. Oh, we toughed it out again. Okay, that's kind of... Sorry, Barry, that's just bad luck on your part. I almost kind of, no offense Gyarados, but I almost kind of wish it had knocked out Gyarados, because then we could bring Mismagius, which I still might do, even though we have 2 Pokemon left. Oh yeah, when the going gets tough, my Pokemon get tougher. Is that so now? Alright, will we survive again? We will not. That's okay, Gyarados, you did a great job, and I'm very proud of you. Alright, so we could bring in Mamoswine, would be no trouble, but just to have a chance to actually use Mismagius, let's bring her in here. Alright, now... Yeah, let's just use Hex. Might not be enough to knock it out. This is one of the situations where Shadow Ball would have been better. Ah, yeah. I was thinking about doing the burn, but then I was like, well, if he uses full restore, it won't matter anyway. But I guess if I had burned it and then used Hex, it would have knocked it out before it had a chance to full restore because of the burn damage and the additional damage. But let's go for Hex. Yeah. Barry, it turns out, does not have a full restore. I kind of had a feeling and figured if he did use a full restore, we could just, you know, bring in Mamoswine, so... Although, water attack, I don't know. It might have been a bad call, actually. What just went down? You're telling me I lost again? You did, but you put up a good fight, Barry. I will give you that. That was, actually fairly close. Dang, Sin. Oh, well, that's okay. The more you toughen up, the tougher my team and I will get, too. There's no end to Pokemon training. That's what I'm saying, Sin. Yep. You're not wrong, always more versions to play, and a lot more battles still to do in this game, including another Barry battle a lot closer to the end. We'll bring back our main team for one final encounter against Barry when he's 10 levels higher. But That and everything else will wait for another day. Like I said, we still have the Battle Tower, we have more gym leaders to do, and we have 2 full Pokemon League challenges, so still a lot of really fun battles yet to come before we call this Let's Play finished. For me though, I'm going to get some sleep, which I really need at this point. I hope you all have a great rest of your night as well, and I will see you again in the next episode.